Hi, my name is Celeste, and I hired Julia Walsh of Goodnight Sleep Site, North Carolina, to help me with my daughter, who was 3 years old at the time. My daughter experienced a night terror, and she was then unable to stay in her bed throughout the night for over a year. So, for over a year, she slept in bed with my husband and I read all the books and I watched all the videos. And I'm actually a therapist for children, and so I thought I had a pretty good grasp about what it would take to work on getting my daughter back to sleep in her own bed all night. But after a year of trying just really desperately all kind of techniques, nothing worked. So we hired Julia and had the best experience. I cannot recommend her highly enough. We spent the first 3 nights working with Julia, and I kind of had my own suggestions about how I wanted things to go, and Julia heard me as a parent. She listened to my concerns, and she helped me implement a plan that I felt comfortable with. After 3 days, it just wasn't working, and so I decided to just hand over all control to Julia and let her make the decision about what needed to happen next. She gave me a little bit of a tougher plan that was going to be harder for me to follow as a mom, but it actually worked amazingly. Within probably 15 minutes, my daughter was settled in bed for the night. She slept all night the first night using that plan, and it's been months, and she slept all night in her bed, both at bedtime and at nap times. She was doing neither one of those things before. We've had no trouble whatsoever, so we're all sleeping great. I cannot recommend Julia highly enough. I think that it would be in your best interest, if you're having any sleep problems at all, to give Julia a call and just try the 15-minute phone consultation. You'll see how working with Julia one-on-one provides the really specific support that you need specific to your situation versus just reading a book or watching a video that really doesn't give you any answers about what to do when the plan doesn't work. So again, I highly recommend Julia. I hope that you'll get in touch with her, because it is life-changing to get a good night's sleep.